There are several key sources of information that we need to make available to our students when we're setting assessments. So the first one I've put on here is sort of criteria, specification, if you like, which often comes from the awarding body, from the exam board. So you need to be quite clear what it is the students are actually being assessed on for that particular assessment. Deadlines. So this could be examinations. There may well be a mock exam and then a final examination. So when students start a course, they need to know these dates and get them in their calendar. It could well be for coursework and assignments that there's quite strict deadlines. Maybe there's a first draft deadline and then a final deadline. So you need to make it quite clear, because if you don't set deadlines or don't make it clear with the students, you can pretty much guarantee that some people are going to struggle and fail to actually submit their assessments. I also talked about reading lists on here. So this particularly comes into play when you look at higher end sort of qualifications. So once you get to level 4, 5, 6 qualifications where you're expected to write more critically and back your answers up with referencing and source of information. So if you are expecting this from your students, it's a good idea to actually give them a reading list of relevant books, journals and possible websites they can use to actually help them with the assessments. Grade boundaries, well, some qualifications, like this one for example, is simply pass or fail, but others might be graded A to E or pass merit distinction. So students obviously want to know this at the beginning of a course. They need to know how the course is graded, and maybe what percentages or what they need to do to actually gain the relevant and the different grades within it. The final point I've got on there is their actual results, which you'll soon find out if you've not been involved in teaching too much, is the golden question. So when people have sat exams, they want to know when it is they're going to get their results for the examinations, or if they submitted a portfolio or a piece of coursework, how long will it take for them to actually get that turned around and then to actually find out their grade. So it's particularly important, and there's a few ideas there, the sort of source of information your students, your learners will be after or should be receiving before the assessment process.